Well, welcome back to the Prospect Hub. We're going to talk about one of the Mets' best prospects, and this is Jett Williams. As you know, he's the Mets' number 2 prospect this year, and he was number 1 the last few years. Took a bit of a step back because of Brandon Sprout taking a step forward. The draft pick they had in 2023 was the second number 2 pick. And what's interesting about Jett Williams, he was the second pick in the first round the Mets had in 2022. But before we get into this video, you need to hit that subscribe button and, of course, like this video. Headline from SI.com, Mets prospect Jett Williams uses his size and speed to set the tone. New York Mets may have struck gold in the 2022 draft with speedy middle infielder or center fielder Jett Williams. Now, they picked him 14th overall. Before the draft, he was a guy that was considered, if he was taller, he's 5'6". If he was taller, he would be considered a top 5 prospect. Because of his being vertically challenged, he went the 14th overall. He's the Mets' second first-round pick in that draft. The first-round pick, the number 1 pick for the Mets, which was 11th overall, and that was, of course, Kevin Parada, catcher. He looks like he's probably going to be a bust. But we will keep an eye on him this year. But this year's probably his last year. But back to Jett Williams. With the 14th pick of the 2022 MLB draft, the team's second of the first round, the New York Mets selected hitter, position player Jett Williams out of Rockwall Heath High School in Heath, Texas. Just a little over 2 years later, he's the top-ranked position player prospect for the organization. He's been that way for the last few years. It has been a roller coaster ride of emotions for the speedster through his time as a professional. Listed as 5'6", Williams sped his way through the Mets system nearly as fast as he could steal bases. In just 131 games from being drafted in 22 through the end of his first full season as a professional, Williams tallied 51 stolen bases. The prospect pairs his immense speed with an elite eye at the plate. Through 723 plate appearances in the minors, Williams has drawn an eye-popping 130 walks. That boils down to a 17.98% walk rate. He uses a small stature to his advantage, leaving a small target for opposing pitchers. For more context, Aaron Judge and Juan Soto had 18.9 and 18.1% walk rates in 24, which are first and second in Major League Baseball. Unfortunately, Williams lost the majority of 24 with a wrist injury and saw a decline to his production at the plate. At hitting .263 with a .425 on-base percentage, .451 slugging percentage across 3 levels of the minor leagues in 23 and 121 games, the 21-year-old would hit .215 or .358 on base, .298 slugging percentage last year. Also across 3 levels, but in only 33 games. The 6-game stretch of AAA Syracuse, however, would be his best performance, where Williams batted .364, .533, .546, and a small 30 plate appearances in that sample size. This year, Williams would see his third stint of action at Major League Spring Training. The prospect would accrue 15 plate appearances across 7 games, hitting .182 in that time, or 400 on-base percentage. His eye would prove impressive yet again, drawing 4 walks to only 3 strikeouts. It's quite the thing to be known for. Now, he has the most walks. The most walks he had in 2023 was over 100. The last time that had happened was in 2002 when Dave Wright walked over 100 times. It's been a long time since the Mets had a player like that in the minors. While Williams is primarily listed as a shortstop, having Francisco Lindor in the roster creates a logjam at the position. Manager Carlos Mendoza told reporters in February that Williams would be getting more reps in center field this year, giving him more versatility and keeping him from being blocked in the minors. Although Jose Siri is the team's current center fielder at the major league level, he served as more of a stopgap to Williams than a permanent fixture. With the line the Mets currently have in offensive production, they garner out of Siri is merely a bonus, and it would not be surprised to see Williams fill in the role at the major league level for the end of 2025. The move to center for Williams will prove beneficial for the team and his chances of sticking at the major league level. Despite being primarily listed as a shortstop, the prospect has committed 32 errors at the position across 1,121 third innings. Pair that with 0 errors in center field and 4 outfield assists in only 274 innings. And you have the makings of a player destined to roam the grass with ease. Well, I don't know about that, but that is a better. You don't want any errors in the outfield. Williams has learned to use his strengths to the best of his ability with his small strike zone, proving to be a boon against opposing pitchers. Steals coming with ease and the range in center field that would drive opposing batters crazy. He's an exciting prospect for the Mets and can make a lasting impact sooner rather than later. He's got so much potential. He's got a chance to be a very good player. But like I said, if he was taller, he'd be considered like an impact player. He might be an impact player anyway. He's probably going to be an everyday player in the majors. We'll see how good he's going to be. He has a little power. He can hit. Gets on base a lot. He's probably the future leadoff hitter on this team. Maybe not so much now with Lindor batting leadoff now. But he has a chance to be a guy that's going to steal bases. 35 stolen bases a year. He's got a chance to do a lot of good things in the majors. He's got to find a position to play. He's got to stay healthy. He had a very weird injury last year with that wrist injury that he had. Probably that's all healed up. I think it is. And we'll see how he turns out. So let me know what you think about this video. And of course, please subscribe to Baseball Hut, which is also Prospect Hut. Excuse me. I'll see you later.